Now you're talking about they're listening inside of your home, and almost every home has one. You're talking about 2/3 of America already have a listening device right in their living room. Now it says this is absolutely something that I called and you guys called too. I've gotten many emails from you guys saying that after the last time that we found out that the smart TVs were possibly listening, now it says smart TVs caught sending sensitive user data to Facebook and Netflix. A study by researchers from Northwestern University and Imperial College London found that many popular smart TV models, including models by Samsung and LG, as well as streaming dongles, Roku, and Amazon Fire TV, are leaking sensitive user data to advertisers. The models listed above would share data like location and IP address with Netflix, Facebook, and third-party advertisers, according to the FT. Just when social media companies were starting to modify their data collection practices to better respect user privacy, the next threat is coming from the Internet of Things. Now, we have actually called this, we've called this the whole time. I've told you that, of course, toasters are now becoming smart. You've got smart ovens. You've got now smart fridges that will actually tell you what's in your fridge, what you need to buy. It will have cameras inside of it. Actually, those already exist. So you can access it from the store and say, do I have mustard? And of course, you don't have to call Susie at home. You can actually look inside your fridge and see what is exactly in there. Well, so do the advertisers. They know exactly what you buy and exactly what to pitch you because they know what you are. So if they know that you buy, say, Cool Whip and you buy one a month, they could suggest to you a product like Super Cool Whip or something that's $5 more in the same size, and they could get a lot more money out of their advertising. Say if you drink a lot of orange juice, they could suggest an orange juice that's the same price by the competitor that has some sort of extra feature in it. Now, this sounds harmless. When you think about it, you're like, oh, well, just trying to, sell us on things, this and that. You see, all of these companies, especially the biggest ones, are connected directly to the government. So this is a big cycle. It's almost like the Five Eyes. We're not supposed to spy on our own people, yet we have been caught doing so. And they say that the NSA is not listening to us anymore, that they're closing down the program of listening to all of our calls, capturing all of our text messages, reading through a ton of them, storing it was 600 billion hours or calls or something like that, 600 billion phone records, all this stuff. They said that was closing down. Now, I said last year that was only meaning that they were opening up a whole nother program to do it. So, of course, now that this one got blown up by Edward Snowden, they're going to open up another one, the Internet of Things. The Internet of Things are going to be connected to some of these highest, companies that are directly connected to the government. It's always the ones, too, that actually work with the government. Smart TVs are becoming increasingly popular in the U.S. Now, when they say that, I think it's almost everyone has a smart TV at this point. If you go to buy a new one, it's like you can spend $10 less for a non-smart TV, or you see the one with Roku built in, you see one with Amazon built in, or Amazon Alexa, you're going to spend $10 more for that one that has the smart features, especially since almost everybody uses the internet for their entertainment consumption. So Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, of course. I mean, most of you guys have told me that you watch people like me instead of people, like Hannity or somebody like that. It says in some cases, users' data were being sent to Netflix even though they didn't have an account. Did you hear that? And it's not just smart TVs. Other smart devices, from speakers to cameras, have also been caught sending user data to third parties like Spotify. Nearly 70% of Americans have a smart TV or a Roku or an Apple TV, and nearly all of these devices have recognition technology that tracks what you watch and sells data approximating your interests to advertisers. So again, part of this is kind of public because if you're an advertiser or if you have a small business, when you go and you say, hey, I want to pay for some advertising, it's kind of scary what you can end up buying. You can say, I want all 61-year-old women that like knitting and, any combination of things, and they're liberal and they're blonde hair. I mean, you could go down to their eye color and you can advertise to those people specifically. And that has been around for quite a few years. Now you're talking about they're listening inside of your home, and almost every home has one. You're talking about 2/3 of America already have a listening device right in their living room. If you want to help support us, you can do so by actually protecting yourself. You can do that with an EMP shield. Here's the thing. When you hear people like Andrew come on and this and that, and it almost sounds like some people know what's going to happen. I hope that more people get these, especially now that they have a partnership with Klarna. What this is a device that can actually ground the signal on an EMP or basically a coronal mass ejection. So even if it's natural from the sun or from a solar flare, this grounds the signal before it fries all of your devices. There's different models for all different things. So if you have a generator that you depend on, if your power does go off, you should have one of these installed. These are being handmade in Kansas at the time being. So these are really high quality products. You can get one for your vehicle. If you think about it, if you cannot bug out to your bug out location, then what's the point? With us, you actually get, right now they're doing $100 off on the home EMP device, which is the most common. Even with the home one, you have 100% guarantee against lightning. So if you are somewhere like Florida, the lightning capital of the world, this is something that will save you from paying $1,500 in fees on your deductible on your house. Again, you can go to marfugelnews.com/EMP. That helps us keep this broadcast growing and helping us bring more people on.
You want to know what's going on? What's really going on when it happens? Go to marfugelnews.com and get Marfugel alerts along with a Discord invitation where you can find your local state group and get together with the Fugel fam. You'll find fast friends where you'll share prep and intel, and there's even special groups for former and current military. But don't try and steal the valor of those who have really served. It won't go well for you. The Marfugel fam is waiting for you.